Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the London Monarchs and the Salt Lake City Flyers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the Salt Lake City Flyers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Salt Lake City ball club. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago.
Yeah, the schedule makers gave them a pretty tough stretch here. I think we'll know early on whether these guys are ready to play.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Ball start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go. Come on, set. Hey, come on. Double dog.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 80 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check.
It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Dennis. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. A lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On 3rd down, Graves. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Manning. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Graves over the middle, complete. It's Manning. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Graves. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 24 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On 2nd down now, Bellamy. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw. Graves. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Connor. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Graves. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Play action. Dennis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Dennis, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6, possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
So a change of possession here on the punt. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Graves. Hard throw. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dennis firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On the draw, Connor. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. To throw on 3rd down. Graves, open man there, that's Bellamy. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Back to throw. Graves. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Graves. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Graves. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. Graves. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Graves. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Dennis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 3rd down, Landry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dennis. And he's got his man on the out route. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's top right there, he's top right there.
Operating from the gun, Dennis. This will be caught at about the 5. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Heavy,
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Dennis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Connor. And an alley to run. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on 3rd down. Graves firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start with a West Coast rivalry that's picking up steam once again. LA taking on San Francisco out at Levi's Stadium. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw. Graves. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
It's easy work and it's coming.
Off the bootleg. Graves. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Back to throw. Dennis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dennis. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw. Dennis. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Dennis. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Dennis, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, a 6-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Graves. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield and finding the end zone 3 times, that'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that one pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Dennis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here we go. Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Right there in the middle. 55. 65.
Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here's the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on second down. Graves. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Graves. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. From the gun, Graves. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are visitors to take over on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Dennis, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
They bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing to start the drive. Graves. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Graves. He's going to float this. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Graves. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have once again taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A run by Connor on 1st down, and a good one, as he'll get about 7 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Still on his feet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Bellamy. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. From the gun, Graves got his man complete over the middle. That's Manning. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Bellamy. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Off play action. Graves. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Graves. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
That'll go as a loss of 5. Back to throw. Dennis. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dennis. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Dennis. And no, it's incomplete. Well, fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On first down, Graves. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the draw, Connor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On first down, it's Connor, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Connor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. Connor, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, it's Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.